Hello, I'm Iliana and I'm emerging once again from my scrappy alcove to present to you a layout that I've done on behalf of Like Forever as September's guest designer. I know, how cool is that? For their Acorn Avenue kit. And so I'm showing you some of the papers I'm using here. That's the Cedar Lane one and that's the Circle Street, but I'm going to be using the reverse side, which I think reminds me very much of the inside of a watermelon. And the leafy one was called, oh, did we catch that? That was Riverside Lane. So those are the three main papers that I'm going to be using as a background to assemble the whole page with. And I decided to go kind of big and bold. So I do love a banner. Because this is actually my second layout from the kit, I've already pre-cut some of these papers and I'm pretty much using them as the width that I was left with from the previous layout, which is yet to be revealed. And that's because it's a sketch challenge. And so this one though is just kind of free-flowing. And because I don't like wasting paper, I've gutted that middle piece so I can use it again, whether it be the watermelon-y side or the one with the circles. I don't know yet because I haven't used it, but I certainly didn't want to waste it underneath that massive banner. I'm really taken by that paper. I love all the teals, the reds, the yellows, all the floral print colours on there. And I thought, what better a picture to use that with than one of now and then of some friends I went travelling with 16 years ago. I can hardly believe it. Anyway, so having gutted the middle and pulled up some papers because I was sticking them down all a little bit cattywampus, I'm going to use that word which I picked up on the American trip itself. Anyway, because it was all going a bit skewiff, I decided to confuse myself and stick it back down the right way and tear some edges just for some cool effect there on, well, you know, some texture. So that's some vellum there that I just thought I'd soften the background and make a slightly translucent matte for my two pictures. And there's not a lot of kind of finesse about that, just slapping down some layers. But the bit that I do start twiddling with is all that gorgeous ephemera and sequins later on. So I don't know if I'm jumping ahead a little bit. So the picture, let me just ramble on about that since it seems about right to do that now. So as you can see, I'm there and I feature as the right hand person on both pictures, and we're all in order, and the only person that's missing from the second picture, which is more recent, is our good friend Kat, who unfortunately was at a Foo Fighters concert, so couldn't meet up for Vicky's birthday more recently. But there we all are anyway, enjoying each other's company and reminiscing about the good old days where we actually met in Memphis and travelled the rest of our about 1.5 months together across North America and had a raucous time. And so the journaling kind of picks up on that a little bit later on, but not majorly, because actually all my memories are rusting, as you might expect. So anyway, now let's carry on with the layout. So this is the X-cut die that I used to actually make a journal card from, and it is the what's that one called? Fifth Avenue. So it's the back of Fifth Avenue, and so I've used the die and kind of gone around that with the pen as well to make it pop a little bit more. And the ephemera pack that comes with this kit is quite incredible. I mean, really, you get something along the lines of 86 pieces of these translucent as well as opaque florals, and then and I was so smitten by those arrows as well. So that's one going up top, and those gorgeous little butterflies. I mean, actually, I was like a kid in a sweet shop and couldn't quite decide which pieces to use for which. Still, the Journey title is from the add-on part of the kit, which is by Heidi Swapp, and that also comes with a lovely selection of wooden goodies. And I did try to work in the stars, but I can tell you now, those stars don't make it. They didn't quite seem the right, they were too angular, I felt, for my layout, which, although it does have angles on it, we're not exactly in the middle of stardom there or anything like that. It didn't really fit anyway. So I've just gone with the kind of feminine florals. And these acetate pieces, they're at the same time gorgeous and challenging, because if you stick glue on them it kind of shows, but not too badly. So I've tucked them where possible and overlaid them as well a little bit, as you can see, and just finding some positioning there for the flowers around the title. I think it looks quite nice, and the glitter pieces that come in the ephemera pack as well. So I've used a glitter heart there on the other side of the journey. Anyway, well, I'm kind of trying to narrate whilst I'm speeding ahead 5 times the speed I actually did things at. And yeah, so I decided to cut and make best use of this wreath, if you can call it that, with lots of lovely little autumnal leaves gathered around it, because I thought it looked nice on that corner as well as up top, where I'll kind of layer a few bits of arrows and banners and such. I'm going to pause for breath, see what I'm doing. And okay, so I've obviously decided to use these acetates, but they're not quite in their final positions. This one called Memories, I just wanted to back it on to a little bit of that 5th Avenue paper, in case I hadn't told you that before. So that it could stand out a little bit, and also draw some of the colour of the, the teal back to the top corner as well. Bring the eye across the page, that kind of stuff that one does in the scrapbooking world. And the piece up there, the acetate that says full of happiness, will actually end up way down at the bottom. But right now I'm focusing on that memories piece, and I'm not sure about Tombow Mono Aqua for this. I really would have preferred, I think, my glossy accents. I just think it's got that slightly firmer hold, and I say that because I've already had 1 or 2 sequins popping off with the Tombow Mono, so I think I'm better off with glossy accents if I can put my little opinion over there. And so yeah, just working in like I keep doing. It's just taking for ages, isn't it? I'm not that decisive about the ephemera. It's just like I say, almost too many options. It's the first, more or less, yeah, first use of the pack, and I've got everything at my disposal, and I want to slap it all on. Tell you, I had to hold back. It doesn't look like I've held back, but I really had to try and hold back. And then I went for 2 of these beautiful wooden butterflies with lovely kind of organic print on them. Just look absolutely stunning with these papers. And although on camera it does look a little bit like the butterfly gets lost in the floral banner, as well as the glitter heart that I'll be sticking out. If I haven't stuck it down already, I can't really tell by looking at my small screen. Oh, there it goes, that little heart. It's like a little bit like Where's Wally in the floral world. Well, I can tell you it really does pop in real life, because I'm looking at it now and it's glittering away. These sequins, the Pretty Pink Posh, I think the brand is. Wow, to sequins. I mean, anyway, I love sequins, but I've never seen them these striking colours before. So I'm getting those on most layouts, I can tell you already. And just kind of trying to do the random scatter thing, and I'm not sure how good I am at the random yet. I think it works best for me when I use ink as well, so then it looks effectively really random, because ink just is. But on this layout I've decided to avoid any mixed media, because I think it was getting a bit busy already, so I just left that well alone. I've kept it as it was. And this is the bit where I had real fun. So I picked out all these little words that came also in the kit, the Cedar Lane, and they've got a special little name. Anyway, these little word stickers, and I've had a little look through those to try and work them into my journaling. So I've done that slightly humorously, because as I say, my memory is rusty, but it was just lovely to have seen these girls again and to kind of incorporate that. So that's where I say thanks for watching and bearing with me, and I look forward to coming back and sharing with you another layout pretty soon. Bye for now. Psst, and don't forget to check out the Like Forever blog, which I've listed in the comments below. Thank you.